Aquarius, welcome to your hopes, fears, and realities spread. As per usual, you can click right on that description box below, and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each card. Aquarius, okay. More than anything else, you want to drop control of the situation. Okay? I don't want to say you're overwhelmed or overburdened, but you know what it is? You're overstimulated by this situation. There's too much happening and too much going on, and you recognize that not all of these things are in your control. So it's time for you to take your hands off the steering wheel for a little while, just so you can recognize what is malleable and what is not. Because right now you feel like you're juggling so much, you're trying to control things that you aren't going to be able to control. So you're hoping to take your hands off the steering wheel so you can figure out the best way to spend your time and energy in order to reprioritize. That's what this is about. You want to take your hands off everything, take a step back, look at the big picture, see what you can control, and then get back to it at a later time. You fear that if you try to pick up every piece and try to be the knight in shining armor that comes and saves everyone, brings all your time and energy and gives everything away, and I'm going to sacrifice myself to fix every little thing, you fear that that's just going to take too much out of you. And that'll benefit everybody else, but then, like I said, you're sacrificing yourself for this whole other group of people, and you're like, wait a minute, what do I get out of this? The reality of the situation is you feel like you were promised a return on investment that you never really got. You were given the hope that you could create something new or make a very profound change. And now that you're in the thick of it, you're like, wait a minute. I don't have control or say over everything that they said I would. So how can I fix all of these little things if I don't have the resources I need that I was told I would have? So they promised you could be the hero, but halfway through the process, they put limitations on what you could do. Does that make sense? Now that you're recognizing what's happening, now that you're actually taking score, you realize that the burden they gave you was something no one person could handle, but you're the only person trying to work it. You put a lot of time and strength and energy into this. You're a very resilient person, and you're still going to stick with the project, but you're now recognizing you cannot give them the outcome that you promised them because they didn't give you the tools that they promised you. And you are gathering up the strength to explain that, to give that to them, to tell them the score and why it is that way. Because ultimately, you're headed for a period of new growth. Ultimately, you can create what you need for yourself. And you can help them create what they need for them, but they need to give you those tools first if they want the outcome that you guys agreed upon. Aquarius, this is a short read, but sometimes the short reads are the best reads because they're direct and they're to the point. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I'll see you next time.